Hey guys, Doug off the trails here. Figured I'd do a video today. I'm back up here in my favorite place. I call this the Fern Trail. I haven't been here probably well over a year, but it's just beautiful. You can see down there, kind of, I'll swing it around so you can see it. Just a beautiful place. But I'm just sitting here against the tree here and figured I'd shoot a video. It's I would say it's probably about 55 degrees out here. A little windy, but the temps are getting warming up. Just a beautiful day. There's no clouds out, and the rest of the week's supposed to be really nice, from 60s, 70s, and then next week into the 80s. So I'm using my Q8. I like this camera a lot instead of using my phone, but what the hell? It's got a windscreen on it. So anyways, I wanted to shoot a video today on numbers, synchronicity, and spirituality. I did a video a while back, a couple of years ago, on synchronicity. So this is part 2 of that. Been wanting to do it for a long time. I just haven't done it. That video I shot, which is probably one of my biggest videos I've done, was actually not too far from here. Was out that way. I was actually going to go there today, but I walked right by it and I'm like, whatever. Not that I have to have that spot, but I figured I'd come here. So synchronicity and numbers and spirituality. I talked about a lot of stuff, information in my last video. I was talking about it, and I was kind of, back then I was kind of like, really didn't understand it. I did a lot of research. I just like, when I started talking about numbers, and like, I just started seeing all these numbers like 444, 1111, 222, 333. Like every time I look at an alarm or where I turn around, or I just kept seeing it like more and more and more. I'm like, what is this? You know? It just, and then I started to do some research on it, like online. I just like, what do these numbers mean? And they tell you, like, you know, there's big changes coming in your life. Every number has a different meaning. I'm not going to get into that right now, of what every number means. You know, I just don't have the time for that. But somebody that's interested in doing that, they have plenty of videos online explaining like different numbers. I know for like 1111, it's changes that basically they all come down to the same thing. They're just changes in your life that are coming into your life. A lot of changes. You know, and I've had a lot of people talk to me, message me on my YouTube channel, Off the Trails, and asking me like different things, and they wanted to hook up and like call me and stuff like that. And I said, I don't really do that as far as giving information out like that, like my number or something like that. If you want to do like a video chat back and forth, we can do that, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. But like I said, I am on Facebook. I have my page there, and I actually have an Off the Trails Facebook page too, that I really haven't done much with that. I haven't really done much with it, because I've just been working on the YouTube stuff. But going back to the numbers and synchronicities, and they do all have a meaning. It's just, and the thing is too, I've been probably in the past 8 months or so, I have been seeing more numbers again, where I'm just like, and my girlfriend's been seeing them too constantly. We've just been both seeing them, and we're kind of one of these things, like we tell each other, like we'd call each other, hey, 444, you know, and or texting like that. It'd be on like 444 or something like that. But so we're constantly like writing back and forth, telling each other that. But so I've been seeing that a lot lately, and back in my first video when I was doing the first Synchronicity video of all numbers and stuff like that, when I was seeing them a lot, and I was like, wow, something's going on here. Which I never did another video, a part 2 to that, to explain what actually happened, why I was seeing all those numbers. I was telling everybody what was going on in spirituality, but I didn't tell the outcome of what actually happened as far as seeing all those numbers back then, a couple years ago. So I'm going to tell you, the hawk. I'm going to tell you what actually happened when I was seeing back then, when I was seeing all those numbers, and it was just like I was seeing a lot of them, and just the feeling and seeing a lot of numbers, like big changes are coming. I was watching a lot of tarot on YouTube, and a lot of the tarot like cards, like every one of them was saying, oh, this change is coming. It's like, what is these changes? So as time went on, I actually started my own business, and everything fell through, which I didn't at the time. I didn't even know, like I wasn't even doing my own business back then, but everything fell through as far as getting my business. And if somebody would have told me back then, I'd be like, yeah, right. But that was the big thing that happened as far as like seeing all these numbers and stuff. It was a big change in my life as far as starting my business, moving out of the apartment, moving into the house, getting a huge office down in the town, brand new car, so there was a lot of changes of seeing all those numbers, and they did, I mean, it was telling me. So I never made a video of part 2 of that and telling the outcome of it. So I figured I'd do that today and just let you guys know what was the outcome of that when I was talking about seeing all these numbers and synchronicity and spirituality and stuff. So there is something to that. I mean, I had somebody contacted me on YouTube, was watching some videos, and they were saying something about, well, I wish you were still putting some videos out. And it's kind of weird because on my page it shows like just my videos that have been watched like the most, but if you click on videos on my page, there's a lot more of them. But I did write back to him. I said, yeah, I currently am still out here doing videos, and he wanted more information to get a hold of me and stuff, but I don't do that with anybody. So if you're watching this now, no disrespect or anything like that. I just if you want to do like a video chat, like or a question thing, a video you can send to me, or send me the link, and we can do like videos back and forth, and we can talk about it. That's fine. But other than that, I just want to keep it that way, you know. I don't know who you are. I mean, there's people out there that like just weird ass shit, so I don't want to get involved with it. Not saying you're weird or anything, but I'm just saying that you gotta understand that's how it is, you know. But yeah, so it was around that time that everything I was seeing numbers, and you know, it all led up to my whole life had changed around. It was like I went through a divorce. I managed to find my girlfriend, and that's a whole different manifesting story that's unbelievable. I haven't even told that story yet. I'm actually going to put that in my book, which I'll have out there soon. And I was going to say something online on YouTube about it, and you have a whole thing on it, but I think I want to just save it for a book. What actually happened. I was seeing counseling at that time, and I had told her the whole story, and she actually broke down and cried, and was like, from the stories that I was telling her that I went through as far as manifesting and seeing, you know, synchronicity numbers and spirituality and stuff like that. So it was a magical time. It was very magical. It was I never felt so good in my life. I felt on top of the world. It was like I can do anything. And now as time goes, you know, I don't know, I kind of fell behind a little bit fell out of the loop. I guess I guess I can blame it on COVID and stuff, but it's probably part of it. But like a lot of people out there are going through some stuff, and I've had some friggin' anxiety so bad, and I'm not really worried about anything now, but it's still there, and it sucks going through that. And a lot of people have it, depression, and like in my last video I was talking about. But it seems to get better. I've been coming out here every day and thinking positive and get myself back into it, losing weight, working out every day, and changing my whole mindset and getting back to where I was, and I'm doing all right. So anyways, go back to the synchronicity part of it. Like I said, I want to say it's probably a couple of months anyways that I've been seeing numbers again. Like they're actually getting stronger and stronger and stronger as time goes on. It's like I'll see like 222, 333, 444. I'll wake up in the middle of the night, look at the clock, and it's like 5:55 or 4:44, something like that. And it's like, it's persistent. It's like, okay, I see a number, for instance, like, I don't know, 333. I'll see it, and then I'll say, oh, that's cool, I'll see that. And then an hour passes, I'll see 444, and then I'll see 5:55, like in a row of like synchronicity numbers in a row. So that's kind of weird, but they are picking up again. And I was checking my tarot again, just looking around for like my tarot, like they have on YouTube where people do the tarot and they get like tell you your your tarot for the month or whatever. And for the Libra, I every one of them, from different tarots, from different people all over the place, they all say the same thing: big changes coming in. So something's going on. And they told me that I'm going to be taking a new path, doing all this stuff, and I've actually been thinking about that. I'm getting into a whole different kind of concept of what I'm doing now, and I don't want to get too involved with it right now, but I will mention, and I'll bring more stuff into it and go more in depth about it as I get started. But anyways, synchronicity. If anybody out there has experienced anything like that, really keep an eye out on that. There is something to that. If something's, whatever it is, the divine letting us know that something's coming in, and hey, and big changes for the good, really good stuff. So sometimes it's actually, when it says that, or you start seeing all these numbers, sometimes it's a little scary. It's like, okay, what's going to happen? Is it going to be really good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to, what's going to happen? So it kind of leaves you on the edge. But if you trust your intuition and you have a feeling, like what's going on now, I really have a high feeling, a really good feeling that something really great's going to happen. Don't know what it is. I kind of feel I know what it is, but it's almost like last time when I was going through it. And the more you do this and you kind of get involved with dealing with the numbers and going by your feeling, your intuition, trust your gut, the more you do that, the better at it you'll get. You'll get even more information, and you'll get really good at it as far as actually getting the feeling and finding out what it is. So thought I heard something. I was kind of antsy coming up here. Like I don't know why, but maybe it's just the anxiety I have or something like that. But right now, and I had this like 10 years ago. I had it really bad. And then it dissipated, went away, and I was at myself. I felt good, and then boom, it's back again. So. But I was kind of iffy about coming on here because this is actually a bear kind of reservation area up here, and I'm like, I know bears are coming out now. Not that I'm scared of them or anything like that. I just don't want to walk into one or accidentally get a little too close, because I came up here, I think I did a bear video on my page. You can check that one. I was talking about the bear, but it's just kind of, it was a little too close. But I don't know, after that incident, I'm like kind of like just checking, I'm checking behind my shoulder now a little bit more. So my biggest thing is coming around a corner somewhere and there's a bear right in front of me, like 2 feet, or cubs or something like that. And I don't know, I mean, I've seen them up here. I just saw a deer the other day, and but I don't know. And the bears are pretty much, once they see you, they run off. But I just don't want to run in too close like last time. That was a little bit too close. I actually ended up running, and the thing kept walking to it, and he didn't care. Anyways, there's a whole video on that. I was talking about the whole bear thing that happened. So if you're interested in that, you can go back to my videos and check it out. So synchronicity, back to synchronicity. So yeah, I wanted to do a part 2 to that for the longest time. I never did. I think I did that back in, I think it was 2017. I did that, and I was complaining that I didn't have a tripod for my camera, and I finally got one, and I'm still not even using it. But so keep an eye out. I mean, there is something to that. I mean, they say when you see a number, think back what you were just thinking about before you saw the number. That's what they say. So that's something to keep in mind. Say you look at the clock, it says 2:22. What were you thinking just before that? And like I have a video out I did, I think it was last year. No, I did it a couple months ago. I was talking about an owl story. So that was really cool. I've never ever experienced anything like that. I've told people about it, like, wow. But I have an owl story, a video. It happened last year. I think it was either August or September of last year. And seeing an owl it means a lot. And I did a lot of research on that. And when you see an owl, what does it mean? It's all about wisdom. And it was really cool that the animal actually did that, because owls don't. To see an owl during the day is very rare, for one thing. But to see it and have it swoop down right in front of you and then go up in a tree like 10 feet and then be like, I don't know, 5 feet, 10 feet away, and then just have it staring at you is extremely rare. And before that all happened, I was praying out to the universe and give me a sign, make sure you hear me. And I was praying, and I was throwing it out to the universe. And then all of a sudden, this happened with the owl. So it was like, if that's not a sign, I don't know what it is. But I have a whole video on it, so check that out. It was really cool. But a lot of things like that happen. And so yeah, so synchronicity, keep your eyes out. I mean, I know a lot of people out there have the same thing, see numbers and stuff. There is something to it, but pay attention. Not only do you see the numbers, but really pay attention to the feeling you're getting, like before and after you see the numbers. What's going on. And there's something obviously telling us changes, because I don't know, but the whole thing about that is you got to feel the feeling of what you're feeling inside, because that's going to tell you really something, that's if it's a good feeling or if it's kind of a bad feeling, because it can go both ways. Just because you see synchronicity numbers, I mean, it tells you that, yeah, changes are coming, but is it a good change or a bad change? hell was that? Just heard a big bang out there. Huh. Weird. Anyways, so I just want to put a video out today and talk about that, and finally do a synchronicity video and just kind of explain to you what the outcome of my last video was, as far as what the changes in seeing numbers and what actually happened after that, because I never did a video. But so keep an eye out for synchronicity and pay attention to the feeling you get, and I'm sure I'll do another video on the outcome of seeing numbers now. And I've been seeing them, they just keep getting like more and more and more and more. And I have a feeling, extremely really good feeling I'm getting with that. So I'll make another video in time on this subject and tell you what the outcome of this was. So hope everybody's having a good time. I'm up here in the mountains. It's a beautiful day out, but there's no, the trees are starting to bud, but there's no vegetation out where down by my house. Everything is coming up and turning green, so it's kind of weird that I come up here and nothing's out yet. Anyways, it's a beautiful day and get a beautiful week ahead of us, and get outside, enjoy the weather, guys, and do some hiking and get out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.